The catacombs beneath Geonosis trembled with distant battle. Explosions, blaster fire, the dying roars of war machines collapsing in flames. General Grievous led the Separatist Council through the winding tunnels, his heavy footfall echoing through the passage. He did not hurry. He did not rush. There was no fear within him, only certainty. Behind him, the council members murmured anxiously. Paga the Lesser, Wat Tambor, Sandhill, and others shuffled forward under the protection of Grievous. "We must move faster," hissed Shumei, her insectoid legs trembling as she glanced back. "The Republic is coming!" Grievous stopped. He turned his head slightly, yellow eyes narrowing.
"Let them come."
Before Shumei could respond, a distant tremor rumbled through the catacombs. Footsteps, voices, the sound of blasters charging. The Republic had found them. Grievous turned to his Magna Guards.
"Continue to the extraction point. Take the council to safety."
One Magna Guard tilted its head.
"Yes, sir."
The guards obeyed, ushering the Separatist leaders forward into the tunnels. There, he stood motionless, alone in the darkness. His orders were clear. Safeguard the Separatist Council. Ensure their escape. Eliminate all witnesses. But that was not why he had stayed behind. No, he wanted to test himself, to feel the thrill of combat in his new body, to kill Jedi with his own hands. Not with Dooku's training, nor with droids, but with his own skill. This was his first true test. Then he heard them. The Jedi were close. Grievous turned slowly, deliberately, alone. His claws scraped against the stone. A hunter, waiting. Then he saw them. Hundreds of Republic troops flooded into the cavern ahead. Blasters raised, armor gleaming in the dim light. At their front, 3 Jedi, blades ignited, standing tall and proud. Their approach was cautious. He could hear their footfalls, soft, careful, but not careful enough. Their breathing calm, but tinged with fear.
"Jedi."
And behind them, the heavy steps of clone troopers, their mechanical visors scanning the darkness.
"Soldiers. Order."
Grievous remained hidden. He did not ignite his weapons, not yet. He wanted them to feel it first, the fear, the inevitability. Then he moved. A single step, metal scraping against stone. He heard them stop. Their whispers, their uncertainty.
"Good."
Another step. Click, click. Now they were afraid.
"Pathetic."
The green and blue glow of the sabers illuminating his towering form, his cloak draped over his skeletal body, his yellow eyes burning through the darkness. He saw their expressions. Fear, disbelief. One of them, a Zabrak male, stepped forward. "By order of the Republic, surrender!" They had never seen him before. He ignited his electrostaff. A low crackling hum filled the air. Sparks arced from the weapon, casting sharp shadows on the stone walls. He stared at them. His voice, deep and mechanical, echoed through the tunnels.
"You are already dead."
The clones fired first. A storm of blue blaster bolts filled the tunnel, but Grievous was already moving. He leapt, his taloned feet scraping against the walls as he twisted through the air. He landed among them like a beast, his electrostaff spinning, a blur of violent energy. The first clone he struck went down screaming, his armor shattered from the sheer force of the blow. Another aimed his rifle. Grievous caught the barrel on his clawed foot and ripped it away, impaling the soldier with his staff. The Jedi leapt to intercept him. They came at him from 3 sides, a coordinated attack. Grievous twisted his feet, skidding against the stone as he parried all 3 attacks at once. Strength met strength, power met power. The Zabrak Jedi lashed out. Grievous caught his wrist, twisting at an impossible angle. Snap! The Jedi screamed. Grievous silenced him, thrusting the electrostaff through his chest. The second Jedi, a Nautolan female, lunged, her green blade aiming for his exposed back. Grievous split his arms. His lower limb caught her saber mid-strike, locking it in place. She gasped, as his upper limb swept down and cleaved her in half using the electro staff. The third, a human female Jedi Master, slashed at him, only to be met by a metallic kick to the face, launching her against a rocky wall, knocking her out. The clones hesitated. Without their Jedi, fear gripped them.
"Bring him down,"
yelled the captain, but it was too late. It did not matter. He was fast. With a burst of movement, he lunged into the ranks. A massacre. He moved like a hurricane of death, his electro staff cutting through troopers in every direction. His talons tore through armor, his hands crushed throats, his claws ripped apart flesh. One clone tried to crawl away. Grievous stomped down, crushing his skull beneath his heel. The walls ran red with their blood. Within minutes, the battle was silent. Only one Jedi remained, Master Samadu. As she stood back up amidst the corpse, her breath heavy, her saber tight in her grip, Grievous dropped his electro staff. He did not want it. He wanted her lightsaber, his first true trophy. She attacked. Her form was strong, precise, but he was better. He countered each strike with terrifying ease, forcing her backward, step by step. Her defense crumbled. He kicked her in the stomach. She crashed against the tunnel wall. She gasped, struggling to rise. Grievous stalked forward, slowly, deliberately. Crouched on the ground, she reached for her saber. He crushed her hand beneath his foot. Her scream echoed through the tunnels. Grievous bent down, wrapping his clawed fingers around her throat and lifted her into the air. She struggled, clawed at his arm, gasping for breath.
Pathetic. Tell me, Jedi.
Grievous squeezed. The Jedi choked, struggling.
Where is your force now?
With a crack, Grievous crushed her windpipe and threw her lifeless body aside. He reached down, took her lightsaber, and ignited it. The green glow reflected off his metallic frame. His first true Jedi kill, but not his last. The Republic strike force was gone, massacred. Grievous stood alone, surrounded by the torn remains of his enemies. The stone walls were painted red with Republic blood. The stink of burning flesh and scorched rock filled the air. The catacombs were silent once more. The only sound was the distant hum of Grievous's new weapon, the trophy of his very first kill. No one would know what happened there. No one would suspect the truth. The Republic would find only the shredded remains of their forces, torn apart, crushed, broken beyond recognition. For Grievous was no longer a warrior, no longer a man. He was something else, something far worse. And soon the entire galaxy would learn his name, General Grievous, and they would fear it. His tattered cape flowing behind him, and disappeared into the tunnels. The war was waiting.
Hey, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. You can find the original story on your left, highly recommend, and other stories on your right. Also, if you would like to help support me in making more of these, and help me choose which stories I cover, please go and check out the Patreon. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.